the real challenge is to wake up in the morning and being happy about something, to have gratitude towards something, to understand to be here on earth and to be present on earth is something that you apply within yourself. So instead of feeling like I don't want to be here, find a reason to be here. Find a reason to celebrate a financial decision, rather it's getting a new pair of shoes, rather it's taking your significant other on a date, or the very fact that you get to go to a concert. If you find one thing in your life that's going well, it will trump all the other stuff that is not going well, and then you won't even think about it. It won't even be something that is a part of you. It won't even feel like something that you give into and feel like that you're lacking in, because you won't feel like lack is trying to have a battle with you, a boxing match with you, and you'll feel a conviction and a strength within yourself. Notice that it's the little things, it is not the big things in life. You can make monumental mistakes, or you can make little mistakes, or you can see through the illusion that there are no mistakes, there's just happy accidents. No matter what you do, you can control your life, plan it, dictate it, have it go into a certain routine, but chaos theory will tell you that that will always be the thing that limits you. Sometimes being spontaneous, sometimes it's going back into a way that you once were, because now you're molding the older self with the lower self and the higher self with the lower self. And so there's a balance of light and dark. So you can't negate the person that you used to be, because that person allowed you to be who you are at this moment in time. You see, by the notion that you are who you are and you can't really change that, you can only work with what you have and then add on to that. So you're not manufacturing a false sense of ego or higher self or power. The transfiguration of the soul is to see that you've already had the power, you're just remembering it because you went through the veil of amnesia and you forgot everything, and you chose this life for yourself, and your higher self and God and your guides and your counsel as an oracle chose this life for you, and you chose to do this dance again. So a lot of the third dimensional stuff people worry about. People can have so much freedom in their lives. They can have millions of dollars and still be unhappy. They could have a marriage and still be unfulfilled. They could have everything at their disposal to be that sense of freedom, but it's not freedom because they're coming from a place of lack, because they're basing the science of achievement on materialistic instead of the vibration that we feel within ourselves to appreciate the material, to appreciate everything, to appreciate your partner now, to see that you can be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the car just yet, or the job just yet, or everything that makes life and you think that it's going to make you happy. Find a reason to be happy right now. If you find transcendent reasons to live, laugh, and love, that is a mantra I've said for years. And what that means is that you'll live, laugh, and love. It doesn't mean that you won't cry. It doesn't mean you won't get angry. It doesn't mean that your inner child won't act. It doesn't mean that you'll have an imbalance of your masculine and feminine. And it doesn't mean that everything is just going to be rainbows and butterflies and it's just going to... But it just means that it's more better. It's just better than what you were living. The existence that you were living. You were living the night of the living dead. You have to die to be reborn again, to have the resurrection, to have the crucifixion, to have yourself walk on water, to not fall into the water and just be so focused on your reflection. Because a selfish person would look at the water and they would fall in, instead of being able to walk in the water knowing that they're not going to fall in, know that they're having a walk in the clouds, knowing that they're having a power within themselves to see, to be daring again, to be creative again, to reinvent yourself again and again and again and again. And it's fucking annoying and it's tedious. And yes, I know you've heard me say this message so many times, but it's true. It's just you and God, and that's it. But love yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Find the worthiness, and then you'll be a great mentor, teacher, student, partner, friend, family, soul family, collective message. You'll be that wrapped in a beautiful portrait and an example of of God, Source Energy, and the Great I Am.